What's good, y'all? Different video, because how does not bring the intro or this NPC bot next to me? But don't worry about that. Who's this voice? Don't worry about that. Like I said, this is going to be more of an educational video because I see y'all lacking in rank a lot. And me too. I be lacking too. Hey, don't get on me. I be lacking too. I'm going to be honest. After this, I want to see y'all go on rank and be bossed up. I don't want to see none of y'all lose because I will come and do nothing. I'll let Haru and this NPC talk for a second, and then we're getting into the video. Alright, so y'all finally got a match. Let's say after like a good 15 minutes, y'all got that first rank match going. Where are y'all at right now? Character selection, that's what I thought. Yeah, and if you said something else, get out. Just get out. Nah, but in all seriousness, during character selection, it's just the fact that you guys need to know what your character does and what their role is during the whole game, alongside your teammates' characters. For example, if you pick something like Psychologist, you should know that girl has 0 kiting skills. 0. She just has the stress, an extra hit, that's it. Now, what she will provide for the team is a heal, which she does in 7 seconds. So, for example, if you have an antiquarian harassing and she gets hit, Psych just goes ahead and gives her the stress. Meaning, antiquarian can go right back to harassing without having to walk around the map getting heals. Now, I'm gonna just stick to the build because at the end of the day, it's up to you what you pick. Number 1 rule, borrow time. I don't want to see none of y'all without borrow time. It is crucial, especially for solo rank. You get borrow time. I don't care what your excuse is, you get that. Secondly, if you're contemplating getting flywheel or broken windows, you get broken windows, girl. Because not only does broken windows give you 2 boosts instead of 1, the 1 boost you get from flywheel is not a boost, it's a little invincibility moment, and you need to time that well. And if you can't time that, then you just screwed yourself over really bad. As the first kiter, you have 2 very important goals that you want to achieve that kite. The first one being a 3 cipher kite, and the second one being getting the hunter's trade out. The reason these 2 goals are so important is because if you manage to keep the game in your favor by dying after 3 ciphers have already been primed, that means most likely when you get chaired again, the ciphers will either be done or when you get down, they'll already be done. And you're going into late game, which is really good for the survivors. And second of all, if you get that trade out, you'll be able to rebound. And rebounding is very important in this game, but more on that later. Getting the hunter's trade out is also very good because it saves your teammates from potentially getting a skill used on them that could have easily been avoided had you just forced the hunter to use it. When you're kiting, make sure you're always pinging. Ping the hunters near me when he first appears, and keep pinging the hunters near me when you rotate to other areas because your teammates need to see where the hunter is so they get an idea of where not to go. Now let me ask you guys this, right? When does hunter have blink? When can you tell that the hunter has blink? I'm just gonna tell y'all actually because I don't really want to wait. So the correct answer is 180 seconds. So when that timer hits 180 seconds, your whole goal now is to delay that blink for as long as possible. Because you know the hunter's gonna use it. They're most definitely gonna use it. Unless you don't force it out, they will use it. So your whole purpose now is literally to kite and make as much distance between you and the hunter so that it becomes almost impossible to blink you. This is obviously way easier said than done, but survivors do have skills. For example, Seer has an owl or Patient has hooks. So if it comes down to it, girl, you better use those items and get away from the hunter for as long as you can. Speaking of items, you want to use those when the hunter uses their ability, and I'll give you an example for this. Let's say you're going against Bloody Queen, right? And she mirror images right on top of you, and you're mercenary. What do? Elbow pad, no questions asked. Just like that, you can kite 3 mirrors with just your 1 ability, your elbow pads. Well, you have 3, but that's not the point. In case y'all don't know what a rebound kite is, I got y'all. Bro, I'm literally the plug. Anyway, I got y'all, bro. A rebound kite is when you get chaired and you get off that chair and you just continue to kite like you're eating the hunter up. Like he literally can't get you. It's bad. When you get chaired after being first kite, obviously your teammates kind of want to know your item status because they're not going to get you off this chair if you have 0 items to help yourself kite with. There is a message where you can ping your item status, which is really useful because your teammates kind of need to know okay, when you get off that chair, do we have to support you or can you help yourself? If you're trying to help a teammate rebound kite, you could switch an item for them. For example, get something out of a chest and then put it in front of the chair. Make sure they pick it up, of course. If they don't pick it up, how are they going to rebound? Make sure they pick it up and don't get farmed. That's the most important part as well. They shouldn't be getting farmed or else how are they going to continue to kite? So don't get farmed, give them an item, and then they should be good to go. When you're rebound kiting, you want to be kiting until the ciphers are primed. That's ideal. But otherwise, you're just buying a lot of time, making sure the ciphers get finished, so when you get chaired again, you're good, like the exit gates are open. And lastly, let's talk about late game, because that's where stuff can go down badly. Especially if you're going against something like Wu Chang or Nightmare. Sometimes it can go from a win or a potential tie to a whole loss, and I'm just like shocked, like how does that happen? As the final kiter, you want to be kiting to either the dungeon or the exit gates. So when that last cipher is primed, position yourself in a way where you have an easy way to dungeon or the exit gates. Obviously, the hunter also plays a part in this. For example, like I said, if you're going against the Wu Chang or Nightmare endgame, their endgame can really lead people to start panicking and making stupid mistakes. As you saw in one of my videos, where it was just like, girl, how did y'all lose? I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, I just didn't think or something. I don't know. If you guys ever go against the Wu Chang late game, I'm gonna need y'all to have this ping on go. I'm gonna need y'all to have it in that little messages bar. I need y'all to have it. Whenever he's about to teleport to an exit gate, you immediately say, beware, the hunter has changed target. This means that Wu Chang is about to teleport his big booty to an exit gate. Also do this for any other hunters. For example, this counts for Bloody Queen, Nayad, anyone, bro. Any hunter that leaves you to go to the exit gates instead, you should be pinging that immediately. Like, yo, get off that gate. The hunter's on their way to slap you. Now, one more thing. If hunter teleports on your gate, but it's already open, you're already standing inside, but you have a teammate that isn't near the dungeon or isn't near an exit gate yet, don't leave yet. Force that hunter to come over and slap you out the gate. And I'm not talking about stand outside of the gate and let him chair you for free. I'm talking about stand right on the edge and he will have to hit you and you will go out of bounds and you're free to go. Just make sure you buy some time for that last teammate to find out where the exit is or the dungeon so you can secure a win, guys. Are we trying to get a win or a loss? Like, come on, are we trying to tie? No, we're trying to win. Wins only. But all jokes aside, I hope you guys really did get a little, like, freshen up on your role and rank and what you should be doing and what your goals are. Because sometimes y'all be looking a little clueless and I'm like, girl, you good? Like, the cipher right there, girl. What you doing? But no, okay. I'm not trying to joke. Like, actually, I hope you guys did find this useful. I can make a lot more educational videos. There is another one coming up talking about Hermit, because I still get people that don't know how to kite against Hermit or don't even know what Hermit does. And I'm tired of losing against him. So, like, I'll make a little video telling y'all how to beat Hermit. Leave a comment below, like, telling me how you thought the video was or whatever. If you have any more tips you want to share with the people, girl, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Like, this server, EU specifically, NAU, we need a little more wisdom. Like, we need a lot more people to be, like, skilled at the game and not too much talking all that toxic stuff. Because it's really not good. Like, come on, you can't be talking all that big and bad stuff and then you can't even kite. Like, come on, bro. You don't even know the basics about rank. Like, we're here to win the game and you're here to throw the game. Like, that's a whole difference. If you guys need any more specific videos, like how to do this, how to do that, let me know. I got y'all. Unless I don't feel like it, but most likely I will do it. Because I do like sharing like a little bit of my knowledge. I haven't been playing this game for too long, like only like season like 4 or something, maybe, I don't know. So obviously not for too long. I know a little, not too much. Like, you would be better off watching somebody else that plays this game consistently. Because I'll be quitting every season, to be honest. But that's not the point, y'all. Anyway, like the video, subscribe, whatever. And